2019. Okay, and somebody was telling me, nowadays you look strange without a phone, right? Yeah, so even apart from the fact that it's useful, there's also a social force pushing us to have what everybody else has. For example, I don't need a car, but I have one. And when I suggested selling it, you know, my family went crazy, you know, like, you're not going to be a proper person in the society if you don't have a car, you know, please don't do this to us. Yeah? So I still have one and I don't need it. It spends most of the time covered. But it has to be there for me to conform. So this is the community I'm saying, and then the institutions. So one of the theses I have is that we're going to have to redo education, not about CBC, but you cannot socialize people to work in offices behind desks and then expect that they're going to readily go into the future environment of work. Yeah. So it's not just about changing the curriculum. It's about changing the school completely. I like to propose because of number one. And then the third one is the authoritative government telling you to do this, and this is what we're trying to do, you know, with the Agila program. Or the media making you think in a certain way. Yeah, so having some authority in your life, telling you that this is the way things ought to be. This is what people are doing. This is what the people you admire are doing. So all of those need to be considered if we're going to have this massive shift in humankind. Now my last slide. I'm sorry, I've forgotten about this one. Okay, so there's hope. Humans are adaptable. This is not the first time when there's been a drastic change. There was a drastic change when the cotton gin came. There was drastic change when we changed from horses to cars. Yeah, and I'm sure even at that time everybody was panicked and said, what's going to happen to all these people? But human beings are resilient and adaptable, so we're going to find out what we need to do in this future. My next thing is that we need not only to innovate technology, but also the environment. Environment meaning where we are, how we organize our transport, how we live, and all that. I don't mean grass and trees and everything, although that will be part of it. Yeah, and institutions. And one institution we really need to look at is the school. Is it the most efficient way of preparing the people that are going to fit into this future? Then for long-term stability, I think we need to address the normative influences. One of our biggest challenges with Ajira was just getting parents to keep telling their children that if you're doing online work, you don't have a job, because a job is seated behind a desk with a monthly pay and a contract. So if you don't have that, you're just toying around somehow. You don't really have work. So changing the family not to pressurize people in a different direction than the one that they need to go in. And then considering policy. I've made a new term, which I hope you will all pick up, humaneering. Both forming the human beings for the future, but also forming the world that is emerging to suit human beings. You know, well, it came from engineering. Yeah, but I think we need to think about a new world of humaneering so that the humans are made ready for the future, but the future is also made ready for the humans. And policy, of course, I will say, you know, very soon we won't be able to tell between a robot and a human being. So, will we require by policy the robot to declare themselves as a robot? Or will that be discrimination? No. Even now, sometimes you don't really know whether you're speaking to a chatbot or a human being. Do you need to be informed, or are you happy with a situation where you don't really care whether it's a human being or a robot? So that's really the end, and as you can see, most of it is just to provoke thinking and to provoke discussion. But I at least you have some reassurance that the government is thinking about this and is part of the answer, I hope, not part of the problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vital, for that thought-provoking address. And I think let's keep in mind that we will be opening up the floor to a lot of interaction. The one thing that our speaker said is we need to start redefining work as a society, as a people, and the new-term humanitarian. Let's see where that will take us. So moving swiftly along, I'd like to invite Dr. Salome Bushi from the Kenya Innovation Agency. She's going to speak to us about how Kenya is getting ready for the fourth industrial revolution. So Dr. Salome Bushi, please join us.
Yes, it is.
It is. Thank you. Good. I'm from the Kenya National Innovation Agency, and probably most of you have not heard about this institution. Let me introduce the institution first. This is one of the agencies that was established under the under the Science, Technology and Innovation Act to develop and manage the innovation ecosystem within the country. And at the moment, we are working with various programs that are not sharing the data,